Welcome to another episode of Stories with César. This week we tackle what's probably going to be one of our favorite topics here at Sofa King, Daddy Grant. Now, the story behind this one kind of links up with all of us here. I mean, Quentin, Tyler, Nathan, everybody has them. Me and I think most of us have had this teacher almost every year for a study hall, and we hear some crazy stories from him about his life, such as his daughter, quote unquote, just actually a foreign exchange student he took to New York, being chased down the street by a naked man back into his apartment. So he comes out with the baseball bat and chases this guy down the street. Naked. Yeah, not him, the other guy, but yeah, that. There was, what was another one of the things? Oh, yes. A student of his decided to desecrate an Indian burial ground and decided he was cursed because he fell downstairs and all this crazy stuff happened to him during the night. So he calls up his Indian friend, not like heritage, not connected, not just like his family was a member of the tribe. No. This guy's like a chieftain. Came over full Indian garb and performed a ritual on the guy to clear him of ill spirits with ill intentions. Was a interesting story he told. But now more on to what he's done with us. Now I'll try to go from like the least interesting to most interesting. They're all pretty interesting, but just some sort of order to it. I mean, I know we'll get to top it all off, but oof. So where to begin with this guy? Oh, yes. We'll start here. Pretty much where our experiences started with him, too. He's a bit of a conspiracy theorist, and one of the first strange things we had with him was his view on the Lincoln assassination, where he pretty much went through and said John Wilkes Booth didn't die. Not that he's still alive, he just didn't die. You know, the skeleton, they found exactly where he was in the not exactly where he was, but the skeleton they buried out in the woods. If they shot him, or he shot him, somehow he was dead. But he just refuses to believe he's dead because, oh, the leg bones can break. No, the leg bones don't break exactly the way they would have broken if he had jumped off a balcony. And then just, no. But he wouldn't take that for an answer. I still remember, since they have the class before me during the day, he brings it up in my class and I go, and give him the answer he wants to hear, because no one's willing to fight him on it. Ooh, another one. The essentially American version of Hitler, Huey Long, was considering a run for president and he was assassinated. Not big publicity thing. I mean, he was like on holiday and was killed, and he was just, the people considered him a possible candidate for president. And Walters, Daddy Grant, thinks the guy who kills him is a time traveler. Yeah, if that one hits you like a slap in the face, that makes two of us. I couldn't come up with a counter argument to that, just because the counter argument to that would have been so stupid, and at which point wouldn't have even been worth going on with it. Another story, this is a little bit further into the year, maybe like the week afterwards, I think, and Quentin, Pedro, whatever you want to call him, the one behind most of the editing and videos we do, other than Stories to Say So, it's been all me so far. As you can tell, he's much better at it than me. He's turning in essays to Daddy Grant, and he gets it back. A decent grade on it. Only in the comments, just how he could do better, Grant puts, dangerously poetic. Dangerously poetic. Creative writing, and you put dangerously poetic. Fine. Another thing we were learning about in our class, he did in both the classes, but me, he was just more memorable for me. I don't think I'll forget it. was talking about Jimmy Carter and how we had to rebuild the classroom, board up windows, make it smaller, everything just to save on space. And how do you think he goes about demonstrating this? Daddy Grant walks up to the front of the room, pulls out a yard sack, BAM! Right into the roof. Ceiling tile comes down. Insulation starts raining, which can't be healthy. There's got to be something in that. I mean, if I put your hand, that'll cut it up like nothing else. Done that before. Trust me. We might get that one later. Not in this one, but later. Yeah, so that was interesting, because just with no warning, walks up to the front, down goes the ceiling. This is what he took from me. And you look up and, yeah, there's a lot of ceiling there where the insulation isn't, but did you really have to knock that down to show us? Another day, our school was built during the Depression eras, so he decided to walk out of class one day, just randomly, and he's just halfway down the hall, comes back, aren't you guys coming? And we walked around the building, bursting into random rooms and classes and things, and asking about architecture of the building for the entire period, which wasn't awkward for anyone at all. Well, Daddy Grant at least. Oh man, it's been one heck of a ride with him. And then, I want to say this one for last, but see if anything else comes to mind. Oh, yes, we got one more. He likes to watch choice videos, things in class. It'll be a study hall, because I have a study hall before my class. Quentin's in there with me. And he'll watch all kinds of things. One of the best was... Damn, that's some thunder. One of the best was some old advertisements for something called the Cush pillow. And another one. Remember from Dan Yoso Danny DeVito, we had that little Triceratops dinosaur thing. All that random sound thing. Annoying. Funny in context, but annoying. Walked into class one day, that playing, just died. It was certainly something. And then there's just his nickname. There's not much of a story behind that, but I really do wonder myself what he did to get the nickname Daddy Grant. It was given to him by a few girls in the senior year ahead of us. I want to know how you get the nickname Daddy Grant. Granted, he's a fun teacher, but Daddy Grant as a nickname? Just kind of strikes me as strange. Just me? Anyways, probably the strangest one we had. And wait, no. I keep putting this one off, but no. We get one more before we get to the top one, actually. So another nasty little habit Daddy Grant has is he'll look up pictures of random women, just Trump's wife, and he's just scrolling through pictures. This is on a school computer during the class, and up on the whiteboard, and he goes, just going, did a good job removing the nude ones. Wait, what? He was looking for those to show in class. A teacher in class. And this would have been one thing if it was just that one time thinking, okay, he's not a big supporter of any of the candidates. Maybe it's just like a unintended, unprecedented jab at Trump. But no. He's done this on multiple occasions with multiple people. Yeah. I thought it was just a weird fluke, but like the first two times, but the third time he did it, I'm thinking, nope, this is his honest opinion. He's honestly trying to teach class with this stuff. Okay, anyways, on to the top one, which I've been trying to beat down with things for the last, 2-3 minutes of this. Wow, I thought we'd make less time than last time, but we're gonna go over last time. Fine by me. Anyways. Number one was, as you can probably tell by the picture we'll have up on screen of what he gave us now, was by far the strangest. Quentin and I are sitting in study hall, and he was walking up with some sort of magazine in his hand. I hear, these things I never leave in my classroom. Walks up, smack. This magazine comes down the desk. Nazi magazine. And I'm just, what? Okay, I get you're a history teacher, but why? It's, if there was a context to it, like, oh, we're learning about World War II, so it's like, here's this artifact I have, here's this thing that I have, but no, it's just some Nazi propaganda for you. Obviously, Quit and I being us, we said, well, we got nothing better to do. This looks like some reading material for us. Open the thing up and go through. There was an interesting story about a British guy who had a Zeppelin crash in his backyard. That'll ruin your garden. But, yeah, we just got that, and that had to top weirdest things I've had teachers just lay on desks easily. I mean, you'll expect, like, boom, assignment out of nowhere and all this. Damn it. I thought we were done. I got one more for you, actually. See, there's so many with this guy. I'm forgetting them as we're going. We've gone like 11 minutes, 30 seconds by this point, and I've still got more. And this has been mostly content as compared to the last video where we had like a minute of introduction. Yeah. So, last one here, assuming I don't remember more because God knows I could, was for the AP class, the Geyser, and I could have been in it, but decided not to push my luck with other things and might screw around with my schedule this year, so I'm not in it. Probably a good thing because he teaches better in my class anyways. And he gave a supplement on the midterm. Extremely difficult from what I hear. Nobody knew most of anything on it. Comes back next day, or not next day, next week school when we got back, and from the AP room I hear, gotcha, as he's handing back these tests which people found. Now, to be honest, be pretty funny if it was like a joke, but it wasn't. These were grades. It wasn't like, oh, this was just to test your knowledge. No. He's giving back failing grades. Gotcha. Hence where we get the picture from last week, where I popped it up when I got the guy pulled over. That was the gotcha meme. It was a little work of art Tyler put together. We actually have a bit more for you with Daddy Grant this week. There's just a few I forgot and tried to put in 3 times now, and the mic keeps cutting out. Anyways, continuing. We've got one, assuming he was teaching about religion, because just the context of what he said, or at least I hope he was, I forget now. But he's just teaching, he had this, I want to call it spontaneous, but I'm really not sure if it was spontaneous, because it just kind of happens with Daddy Grant, and you, I want to say you get used to it, but you don't. And he just yells out, middle of this lesson, I don't need no preacher man to stroke me. With no context at all. Just yelled it. And expected us to just go along with it apparently, and kept teaching as if nothing had happened. Which he seems to do all the time. There's no context given at all, the stroking, or what was being stroked, or what. There's just no context at all. He did something like this again to Quentin. He was teaching, this time he knows about the Slavic history or something, but he's just going on teaching and looks just directly into Quentin's soul. He just gets right up in his face and goes, I do love me a good Slav. Again, no real context or anything, just did it. And kept teaching like nothing happened, which seems to be a real theme with him. It's strange what he does with that. It just kind of goes and stops, makes some outburst, and expects you to act as if nothing had happened. That's all we got for you with Betty Grant this week. Next week we have a little something. Our school got a new chemistry teacher, and they decided, instead of hiring someone equally as qualified as the lady we've had teaching it for years, really good teacher, well, we'll hire a lady who got fired from 7th grade in math, and who barely has a degree in chemistry to teach the class. Yeah, as you can imagine, that hasn't gone well. So, next week on Stories with César, join us for, you've heard of Mouse and Man, now we have of Autism teaching degrees. I don't know, I'm kind of partial to that one. Anyways, that's all we got for you this weekend, Stories with César. And we'll see you next time, hopefully. Yeah. Alright.